Buonasera a tutti. Welcome to Venice. Ciao a tutti. Buonasera. Ciao da Venezia. My name is Igor, and today I will be your guide here in Venice. Really excited to show you the beauties of the city of Venice with the Christmas lights and the Christmas decoration. Welcome to the channel. I love you, Venice. That we are pretty much the only channel that we are showing you the beauties of the Italian cities real time and about what is happening exactly in that moment. I hope that you are going to enjoy our walk around the city. And so, ciao Svalgard Manga, ciao Adriano, ciao Igor, ciao Senotus Blue, buonasera a tutti. Siamo pronti per cominciare. Ciao Gnomex, ciao ciao. Pronti? Andiamo. And so we are definitely situated in a really magic spot, as you can see as you can hear in the background. We do have quite a lot of noises because Venice is definitely making the makeup, and we are definitely doing an amazing job. Once that you are coming back to Venice, you will hardly recognize the city. As you can clearly see, the situation is ciao Ricky. And as you can see, the view is really spectacular, especially because this hotel that is standing right in front of us is definitely the new one that they just opened or they are going to open. And so as you can see, it's just fabulous. Let me show you this one that is going to be quite pretty. See, I saw that you was watching Svalbard Manga, that you was watching Florence. I hope that you enjoy our live stream, our live walk around Florence, Roma, and those areas. And as you can see, the view is going to be really, really spectacular. And we are right at the dusk. We are right at the sunset. I just wait a second that we're going to see the Vaporetto, the water bus that is going to pass. So in this way you will be able to see every day's life in the Venetian lagoon. At this real moment we're starting to have again extremely low tide. Here we go, the Vaporetto is starting, is moving, and it's already a couple of days actually that we got extremely low tide, and the situation is getting quite funny. And so what's the temperature today? And so right now it's dropping dramatically, and I believe that really soon we're going to hit ciao Julie, we're going to hit anything around 30 degrees or something like that. And so it's a kind of chilly at the moment. During the day it has been beautiful. The only problem was that we were having a really cold wind, and starting from the 26th of December, and so right after Christmas, we're going to have a really better low tide than an extremely high one. You see, absolutely. You will see that starting from the 26th of December, we're going to have problems because we're going to have a really cold wind arriving from Russia that is going to hit Venice, and that is going to be a kind of chilly. We are expecting some snow probably even later on during end of the year, beginning of the year. Ciao Beth, ciao, sì, sono Igor, buonasera. Yeah, that's Igor today speaking. I know I might have a funny voice because I got a bunch of things that are covering the microphone, especially because during winter time extra clothes they might produce funny scratches and funny noises actually. Yeah, look at the view that we're slowly starting right now, and of course it's a bit chilly, but look how beautiful. In a second actually the surprise that it will be just around the corner, it will be just phenomenal. Slavgard Manga is empty, and to all of you, the entire city is totally empty. I never saw such a quiet Christmas actually. And later on I will give you the percentage of the bookings, of the occupancy that we got in Venice during Christmas time and during New Year's Eve. And so it's extremely quiet. And so if there is any of you that is changing mind at the real last minute, remember that we got plenty of seats, plenty of beds for New Year's Eve. And so if you're planning to come to Venice, you're more than welcome. Look how low the tide is. So prepare yourself that you can clearly see what is coming up right in front of us. Ciao Renato, buonasera, ciao ciao. Look at the view that is coming up. Try not to fall into the canal, that it might be an option today. Especially because with this kind of humidity, and especially Sunday was freezing, it might be slippery and then ploof, going fishing in the wrong season. Here we go, look at the view. As you was mentioning how busy the city is, you can clearly see there's literally no traffic. But on the other hand, if you saw some of our first live stream at the beginning of the year, this was pretty much the kind of a number of people that we had during the lockdown. Why whereas the people seem so quiet? Beth is extremely quiet. We got less and less people. I'm in Venice since these early hours. I hit Venice that it was around 8 o'clock this morning, and it's a deserted city actually. Let's say with Veneto that is going to go into yellow zone and orange zone soon. We got more restrictions around Italy, that a lot of the countries they need quarantine and all these things. We're definitely having less and less people arriving. Since that I got a little bit of light, let me read you some numbers. And so in this way actually everybody can understand how many people that we got around. Today we got 26% of bookings in Venice. Tomorrow, the 23rd, the 22. Friday, 24th, we got 25%. And so the Christmas. The day after Christmas, 31%. 27 December, 40%. We got 28th of December, 44%. 29th 43, and then slowly is going up, of course, that we're going to have New Year's Eve. And then you got the 30th with 49, 31st 62, the 1st of January 2022 51%, and Sunday 2nd of January 33. Think about that starting from January we're going to have quite a lot of hotels, they are going to shut it down, and so the situation is going to be really interesting. So quiet, so nice. I definitely agree with you, Sonotus Blue. The lockdown videos, they were amazing. So Christmas will be a silent Christmas. It will be probably a mute Christmas, not even silent. Thank you Christian, thank you, grazie mille. Grazie Vecchio. Ciao da Treviso, sì io so che ti sei da Treviso, grazie Vecchio. Te vansi un spris che te viene da ste parti. O se no se becchemmo a Treviso in centro, te vansi un spris. Sorry guys that we're always discussing in Italian slang, or better between the Venetian and the Treviso slang. And thank you of course to all of you for supporting the channel, and thanks to all of you we can definitely pay off all the bills. I mean electricity, water supply, all these kind of things. But here we go, check it out. We got the gondola that it just arrived, and the view in a second from the Rialto bridge is going to be spectacular. But you will see, let me take you down this way, so I can show you the view. I have to tell you, it's something like 2 hours that there's an amazing smell of bacala, codfish, merluzzo in Italian actually. The bacala, it's a dry fish that normally can be done stew or otherwise in the Vicenza's way, that basically you get the dry fish, you put in the water for 24 hours, You added up garlic, parsley, and then you start to mix it and to massage really gently until that you do a kind of pate, and then you can easily spread it into the bread. And the smell that is here, it's unreal. You cannot even imagine, actually. And so right now, slowly we're going to get, here we go, we got the foreigners. So we got Roberto, our friend, that is, here we go. By the way, if you're coming to the area of Rialto market, it's got the Baccaro dei Bischeri that is right in this area. And so it's got a really interesting bar that you can get an amazing cicchetto that is gonna be like a what? Little appetizer. Now I show you the place. That is gonna be an interesting combination between the Veneto cuisine and the Venetian cuisine and the Tuscany, because actually that's pretty much where it come from. It come from the area of Prato. Ciao Akan, welcome on board. Here we go. Look at the beauty of these little lights. As you can see, let me stand on the side. I'll say this year it's definitely a calm and quiet Christmas, but the view is gonna be pretty spectacular. Normally we got lovely classical lights, really lovely and gentle and nice, and we are right by the Ruga degli Oresi, and this area actually was the place where we used to produce gold. It's exactly like Ponte Vecchio in Firenze, in Florence. Cosimo de' Medici, many years ago, actually, he converted, thank you Sunshine Miami, grazie mille. At least you're having a great Christmas down to Miami. I believe that is nice, lovely, and warm. And the other idea is definitely Cosimo de' Medici, as we were talking, he converted the entire Ponte Vecchio, the old town bridge, from butchers into gold shops, golden corners, actually. Yeah, look how lovely and beautiful everything is. Especially because if you keep, I'll show you another thing. Oh, here we go. The pappus that we got, the typical slippers that they used to be the typical, let's say, shoes that they would have been worn by the gondoliers. Especially because the lower part is definitely made out of bicycle tire. Of course, in this way, having bicycle tire in the slippers, you would have had an extra grip and you would have not fell into the canals after a couple of sprints. So look at another thing actually that is quite incredible, but for sure different. Normally all over the area of Venice, because normally it's extremely wet and humid, we don't have frescoes. And this is a fresco. What is a fresco? It's something that you normally paint directly into the flesh plaster, and then the flesh plaster is going to absorb all the color, actually. In this way, the colors, they're going to stay here pretty much for a really, really long period of time. And this is one of the few areas that we got in Venice that we got frescoes. We got cities like Treviso or Padua that they are called urbs picta, urbs, city picta, painted. But look at here, and so we go from the portico, from the arches to the view of the Rialto bridge. That so in a second is going to be quite interesting, because this lovely street is going to take us all the way up to the bridge, and the view from the bridge. Grazie mille, Carol. Happy New Year, happy Christmas, happy holidays to all of you. Grazie, grazie, grazie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really much appreciated. And so definitely going back to the idea of how, here we go, some view of the little lovely Buon Natale, bravo, bravo John, Buon Natale, esatto, e buone feste, happy holidays, and buon anno, have a good year. That's exactly what everybody needs at this real moment. And so here we go, that slowly we're going to go up the bridge, and the view from the Rialto bridge is going to be really, really nice, actually. Especially because, as we were mentioning before, we're right at the Dusk, we're right having the sunset, and from this time actually the colors, they should be pretty interesting and amazing. Give me a second. Ciao Tuxedo. Thank you for sharing the beauty of Venice. I'm really happy that I'm making your day and you're having fun enjoying the view that we got here in Venice. Give me a second, that I just stand on the side. Here we go. Of course, the lights that we got around this area, they are not so amazing as it can be New York. But let's see, this year it's a quiet Christmas, let's say. See, you're definitely right. This is the only time of the year that you can definitely cross the entire bridge without being hit, or everybody's going to go, get out of here, get out of here. And you can take millions of pictures and nobody's going to bother you. But you are definitely right. So let me take you down this way, because the view right now is going to be amazing. You can already see the color of the sky. Prepare yourself, because it's going to be... Here we got a little bit of extra people. Let me find a spot, but it's going to be pretty easy. We're going to have several spots. Let me try to move the camera a second. Oh, look at here. This is a great photo opportunity, I believe. And so let me stand like this a second. Let me zoom back. So the other view probably is better. What do you think? It's quite nice, it's quite incredible and marvelous. Hold on, let's go back to this, that I believe that it is way much nicer, and at least you can see more details. Yeah, you have to know another thing actually. Saturday, sorry. Last Saturday. See, Svalbard manga. You have to know at the year I saw people even at 4 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I need to pick up people, taking them into the airport, into the train station, or anything similar actually. Let's say, of course, I don't know which bridge is better, if this one or the Accademia Bridge, that is the next one towards San Marco. But let's say the most beautiful view are here, or otherwise the view over the Church of the Salute from the Accademia Bridge. Either one is great. But here we go. Look at the sunset that we're having. It's just spectacular. Yeah. What I was trying to say is here. 4 a.m. I might have seen you on a live cam. Yeah, that can be actually. You can never tell. That 4 a.m. here, it might be a totally different time somewhere else. That you might be still awake actually. Yeah. Last Saturday. Grazie Miles Davis. Grazie mille. Ciao. ciao. Grazie. Thank you to all of you. Yeah, the entire other idea is Santa Claus, or better, Babbo Natale, Babbo, Father, Natale, Christmas. Father Christmas here in Venice is arriving with the gondola. And so it was pretty much last Saturday that all the kids they were right here along the embankments, that they were waiting for the regatta with Santa Claus. You have to know that in 20 days approximately, Babbo Natale, brava. Of course, Santa comes with the gondola. Otherwise, actually, with the slide, it was too easy and so normal. We are a bit special down this area, but definitely in approximately 20 days. If I'm not wrong, it should be around the day of the Befana. The Befana for us is the witch that is arriving at the same night as the three kings are visiting Jesus. Actually, she's normally bringing sweets to the kids if they behave, if they've been good. If they were not good, they're going to bring nuts or otherwise cold or choco wood or anything nasty to make them behave actually. And so look at the ambulance that is arriving right now. At least you can see how they look like. So you have to know that we just had the regatta with the gondola few days ago, and then we're going to have the regatta with the Befana, with the witch, and that is going to be really fun. And so all the kids in the kindergarten, elementary school, at this time of the year, they're all expecting, all waiting to see Santa arriving with the gondola. That is really nice, actually. Of course, extremely different. Yeah, look at the colors. They look like a painting, and we are extremely lucky. Oh, let me see this view if anything is changing, but at least you got a bigger view. But we switch here and there. Here we go. Let me reach the top, since that, as you can tell, oh, let me show you quickly. It's empty. It's totally empty. And I show you even this side. As I told you, 26% of bookings, 26% of occupancy of the entire. See, Manga. I was really foggy, actually, and we were having few problems to navigate, to sail around. That they even done, they deviated them. They stop a few vaporators that they were going to do Decca in those areas, actually, and so we were big massive problems a few nights ago. You have to know that I'm 45, but when I was a little kid, the situation was slightly different. It would have been extremely foggy starting from October, and now actually the season is completely different, and everything is slowly changing. Hold on, let me show you the view from the top of the bridge. Now I changed the view that at least you can get a full. Here we go. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, a few nights ago the ball here was really swinging because we were having a big, massive, strong wind. Okay. I'm not that young anymore, actually, and so I used to be young. Here we go. The view is pretty spectacular. Let's have a look from here. Normally, even this one, this is a view that I really normally like it, and especially at the sunset. At the sunrise, the view from this archway is pretty amazing. Here we go. At least we can see the entire bowl. You can see exactly how everything looked like. Here we go. Let me go quickly on the other side so you can see the two facades, and then we go on the other side that at least you can see the part of the sunset. Here we go. Look, the reflections on the lights. No, I definitely agree. You don't, in a normal time of our life, you wouldn't know able to stand right in this area. You would not be able to take any kind of pictures, and everything would have been extremely crazy busy. The terrace of the T Fondaco is still really busy, and we are still having quite a lot of people. I was up there this morning around 11:15 at this terrace, and that direction we got all the Dolomites, and the view was really amazing. Remember that in 2026 we're going to have the Winter Olympic Games that are going to be held in Cortina d'Ampezzo. The last time that they held the Olympic Games in this area was at the beginning of the 50s, and then not anymore. And so this is going to be an incredible event. Everybody is really looking forward to have the Winter Olympic Games back. So here we go. Let me see if I can give you two. Here we go. Yeah, the view is quite incredible, as you can tell. What do you think? Especially during the winter day, that the air is really clean, and the wind is normally blowing everything away. Views of the Dolomites, view of the Alps, and the entire atmosphere is really, really magic actually. So we are always extremely lucky. Right now, slowly, we're going to continue. Yeah, I'm really happy too actually that I can give you all these views. That at least I can easily walk around, because normally it's not that easy. If you've been to Venice, you know extremely well how crazy the situation it can be. But just to give you an idea, sorry if I'm going fast, but look how busy the situation is. In front of me there's nobody. Even along this embankment, that if you came to Venice, no back alleys tonight, no. Yeah, you can see that everything is extremely quiet. Hold on, let me slowly go down, and then I give you. Here we go, Renato. Yeah, I can easily imagine that the view is always so spectacular, and some of the screenshots are amazing. Give me a second, let me. Here we go. That is definitely better this way. Let me give you a great angle so you can get another lovely screenshot. As you let me get the light away. Here we go. That's so you can get another lovely screenshot. Last year, the bridge would have had a projector that it was projecting amazing scenes of the city of Venice. And it's great, isn't it? It's beautiful. But actually last year that they were projecting the entire images on the bridge, that was massive. Beth, is it your birthday today? Buon compleanno! Tanti auguri a te, tanti auguri a te, tanti auguri a Beth, tanti auguri a te. My son, it was yesterday, the birthday. That's great. Nice way to celebrate with some 275 people actually. That is pretty good. Auguri, auguri, buon compleanno, grazie mille. Here we go. But the view is really, really, really amazing. Think about that the entire bridge is approximately 500 years old. And 500 years ago, actually, when they built it up, the entire bridge, everybody was complaining because it was probably a little bit too modern. It didn't match with the rest of the island, and everybody was definitely complaining. And think about that underneath the entire Rialto bridge, we got approximately 12,000 wooden pilings, 6,000 wooden pilings right, and 6,000 wooden pilings left that they are holding only the Rialto bridge. Look how low the water is. So the entire idea is that normally we go the water level is up to the area, that line. Now there's this entire match. Let's say that as we said, think about that a bunch of canals. We were not able to sail because the water was so low, and even the gondolas that they got an extremely flat bottom, actually they could not sail, and that was complicated. And so we were definitely saying that we go. We were definitely saying that we go from 58 days of extremely high tide. And here we go, that we got all the planks that they are right here, ready to be spread. Bob, they were not really able to work in some of the canals, actually, they diverted the tours, they changed the tours because actually it was definitely a problem. And so, as we were mentioning, we are normally having 58 days of extremely high tide, but we might have something like 7-10 days of extremely low tide. So you go from one extreme to the other. See, Manga, the entire idea is right now we're having a big association of gondoliers, actually, that they do a kind of scuba diving cleaning of the entire city. Guess what I found in the canals? Beside of literally everything, anything, was husband and wife in Italy, as long that they start to fight, the first thing that I got in the hand, they threw it out of the window, that I get crazy, cranky, and whatever. And but beside of dishes, knife and fork and glasses, they found a lot of tires, wheels, that we normally put on the side of the boats as bumpers for the boats. So in this way, they don't hit. Oh, here we go, the polizia. So in this way, they don't scratch, they don't make any kind of damages into the boats. But definitely, we do quite a lot of cleaning on the last few years. The only thing, yeah, look how dark the situation can be. The entire idea is cleaning. Until a few years ago, we would have done a dry cleaning in Venice. What does it mean? We would have stopped the water in the canals, pump the water out of the canal, make the entire canal totally dry. At that point, we would have started to do excavations to make everything lovely, nice, clean and tidy, and keep the canals super sailable, if you want. On the other hand, actually, right now they figured out that to make excavation and cleaning in without water is going to turn the entire area into a known natural spot. So it means that it's better to keep the water in the canals rather than pumping all the water out. Here we go. Look how dodgy look like this area. It seems that Jack the Ripper is coming out any minutes from now. Be careful. We got a lot of funny of Venice. Not far from Piazza San Marcos, from St. Mark's Square. In a second we're going to be able to see. Don't get mugged. No, I hope not. You can never tell. In a digital sec dodgy. But I say crimes here, they're always almost 0%. We can easily go everywhere, anywhere without problems, actually. Think about that we normally let our kids to go to school alone already when they are 7-8 years old, and all the schools they are normally close by. Actually, they use the scooters or the push bikes. At least they can easily go to no crimes if no one is. See, that is totally true, actually. But it always been like this, Venice. We never had big problems. Well, a few funny things, but nothing so terrifically bad, actually. Extra. And during this time of the year, of course, everybody see just graffiti if you want. We got a bunch of graffitis. Here we go. That we're slowly having what? The Panforte, the small Pandori, all the little Christmas cookies that we got around. We got oh, the torrone. That sorry, give me a second. But definitely, these are all the nougats. That this one is definitely with the chocolate. That one is with walnuts. This one is with Jamaica chocolate. Jamaican rum. See, and I definitely agree with you. Or look at this. Those are stuffed nuts with marzipan and chocolate. Let me see what we got in the next window so you can get a full idea. That's pretty much the... See, Cenotus Blue, this is a problem. Make you hungry, Bob. Haven't had breakfast yet for you. Yeah. Let's say coffee and cookies, coffees and biscotti, coffee and a slice of panettone at this moment is not bad actually. Especially for those of you that are having breakfast. But this is normally the panettone. Panettone is the cake that is normally produced and well-renowned, that has been produced in Milan and Verona. Those are the two most important cities where we produce it. But the other typical cake that we normally produce and make it here is the pinza, Pinza, and the pinza is what? It's a cake to clean up your refrigerator. Basically is what? You use the flour to make the polenta, you added up what? Raisin, nuts, figs, you cook it, you bake it, and that is pretty nice. It's a really heavy cake or super energetic, and it's going to give you extra energy to do whatever you like actually. It's like the Italian version of the Red Bull, if you want. Il panettone è buono, Beth. I definitely agree with you. Ciao Nicole, buonasera. Ciao. Ben arrivata. Yeah, you can see I got some lovely lights that they are shining everywhere. And so the view is pretty spectacular. We are right in Campo San Luca. E piano piano andiamo verso Piazza San Marco and slowly. I saw a story about prize-winning panettone made by prisoner in Padua the other day. Bob, you are definitely right. Let's say that in the prison that is called Due Palazzi, it's already several years actually that they're winning one prize after the other about panettone, some of the best panettone, but they don't produce only panettone, but they got a pastry, they got bread, and so even here in Venice, in the two jails, in the two prisons that we got here, that one is for ladies and one is for men's, we got an incredible project that the guys that they are in the prisons, they are learning a job and they are producing what? Bags. If you know the brand Freitag, they produce bags similar to Freitag actually. And so all the plastic posters of the billboard or the advertisement, they're going to be used to do these special bags. But even they do perfumes, they do cosmetics, and they're doing an excellent job actually. And so basically the prison is selling all this stuff, and they are learning a job, and everybody's going to pay off the bills and all these kind of things. So the entire idea is just amazing, and they are doing a great job at the end of the day. On the other hand, actually, the situation is getting better and better year after year with it. And they are developing a lot of amazing things. On the other hand, here we go. Slowly, we should be able to have some amazing reflections over the canals. Oi, ciao Gigi! Tutto a posto? Yeah, that's the thing. It's a small island, 50,000 inhabitants. Everybody knows everybody. You have to behave, maybe. This is not my case, sorry. That was Gigi. It's a friend of mine. We know each other for the past 25 years. It's a gondolier that is normally working in Bacino Orseolo. Here we go. Look at the reflections. Look at the view. Yeah, look how busy this canal is. It must be rush hours. Manga, did they put a tree in it again? Who knows? Who knows? Let's have a look. In a second, we're going to discover what is happening down there. Right now, we're going to continue to see exactly what's going on in the most important square and how busy the square it will be. Yeah, think about that. This one is one of the main roads that is definitely linking Venice itself, Rialto itself, with Piazza San Marco, with St. Mark's Square. So it means that the square is pretty much behind the big massive building that is right opposite to us. Yeah, look how low. This is quite incredible. Bracket. What is happening on the last few years? So during Christmas, during winter time, that the weather is extremely cold and freezing, we got a bunch of sardines. That this specific canal, they're not only sardines, that they figured out that this canal is way much warmer than the others. So it means that a big, massive amount of sardines and mallets, they're going to get stuck in the bay right in front of us. Let me see the questions. They didn't bring back the last year's electronic tree. Who knows, Bob? Who knows, Bob? We complain a little bit too much with the electronic tree. In a second, we will talk about. No one doing night tours. Let me tell you, it might be a little bit chilly and crispy at the moment. You definitely need hat, beanie, gloves, a scarf, and for sure a blanket if you want to sail. It's a bit crispy and chilly at the moment. But as you can clearly see, we don't have many gondolas that are out. So this one is pretty much called the bacino Orseolo, and it's probably, oh, that is another classical picture with the gondola all parked in a row. And let me tell you, the whole parked. So with the 26% of occupancy of bookings in the entire city, I don't think that many people are moving around. Manga, she must be from Scandinavia. That's why that she was eating the gelato. Italian ladies, they might be eating the hot chocolate, or better drinking the hot chocolate, not the ice cream for sure. Grazie mille Adriano, grazie. Here we go, look. Ti mando con questa se ti vuoi. Here we go. The gondolier just said if you want. Here we go. Let me see. Oh, here we go. He just said, hey guys, if you want to have a ride, feel free to come with me. Here we go. That is definitely going home. Ada Secco is going to park. Well, you can see that is quiet. But I would definitely say, if you will be able to come probably at the beginning of the year, that is going to be an awesome trip, especially because there will be literally nobody around, and you will be having incredible pictures, especially if you are pictures addicted, a photographer or anything similar. Actually, if you are more to have crowds and people around, but I have to tell you that on the last few years, that is totally against my economic situation. Venice quiet is unbelievable. Cenotes Blue, can we all fit in the gondola? I have to tell you that when we done the video gondola, we done my personal record. I believe that is the record for any gondola. 700 people in a gondola ride. 700 people. And so at this real moment we are 343, and so pretty much half of the size of the last time. So we are definitely going to be we can all fit in the free in the gondola ride. Julie, we are having Omicron variant at the moment actually, and that's the reason why that they are doing extra tests and all these kind of things. See, we make all little tiny and we try to make space. And so I will put down the camera, that so we're going to have a kind of a wow effect, or at least I hope, in a little second. By the way, this thing that is on the floor is representing the plate where the church that has been destroyed by Napoleon used to be. And prepare yourself, because the view normally is quite incredible. As we are getting closer to Piazza San Marco, it's quite cold. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Ready for the wow effect? Whoa. Da-da! Look at here. Look at the incredible view that we are having. Drum rolls, brava. Yeah, as you can clearly see, is really amazing. Everything totally light up. Everything is beautiful. Let me try with this view if it look better. No, probably too big at the moment, sorry. Just testing a bunch of things. But as you can see, the view is really amazing. In a second, we'll give you a 360 degrees. See, empty, not even pigeons actually. They figured out that nobody's feeding them, and so that doesn't worth to have a stroll right into Venice. One thing, let me try to zoom in, because this one is totally brand new, but I didn't have the time to read and investigate and see everything. I will be going back to the square in a second. Look, I need a finger. Look at the ceilings. And so they inaugurated part of this building between yesterday, today, and this will be happening in the next few days. And so it means that at this real moment we're standing right in front of the headquarters of the Assicurazioni Generali that they opened up here in the 1831, and they just sponsored the entire restoration of this entire area. And as you can see, the interiors are wow. Let me give you this view. Is always stunning. I definitely agree with you, and the view is mind-blowing all the time actually. So once that we come at this spot, it's unreal. And so just to give you the idea, now is really chilly and crispy, and we got a little wind that is freezing. But on the other hand, actually is extremely dry. We don't have any kind of humidity at the moment. Yeah, by the way, all the buildings that are standing on the right, on my back, on the left, they used to be governative buildings actually. Nowadays they are all museums. But since that we're all here, are the upper floors shops too? Oh, give me a second. Cenotus Blue. The entire idea is that the upper floor of this wing we got the Museo Correr, and this wing we would have had, we're still having actually, of course, a museum, but that's exactly where Napoleon, Franz Joseph, Sissi, Italian kings and queens, they used to sleep. This part of the upper floor of the Procutarie, we got the museum, that we got the archaeological museum. At the real corner on the left hand side, at the end of this row, we got the part of the museum where we got the globe that has been designed and built up by Fra Mauro the Friar actually, and of course we got our campanile, right? That is of course the bell tower of the St. Mark Basilica, and the bell tower here it's a replica. It's dated back on 1902 because it collapsed completely after a few problems of stabilizations. It's not lit up. It never been lit up actually, the bell tower, and underneath the bell tower, the campanile, we got approximately 10,000 wooden pilings. But give me a second. Hold on. I start not to feel the fingers, but it's not a big deal. I got still 5 left. Are there any private apartments overlooking the square? No, the majority, Julie, the majority of the buildings, apartments that we got around this area, they are what? They are not apartments, but they are shops or restaurants. So it means, oh, let me show you this. Next time, if you're coming this way, remember to go all the way up to the top to this staircase, that they are the staircase of the Museo Correr. So you go up again, and then you go right in this wing. And from here, you got a magnificent cafeteria that is overlooking Piazza San Marco. And that view is really nice from my point of view. Oh, look at the view. Yeah, you can clearly see that we are not bothering anybody. It's a bit quiet at the moment. And so this Christmas light, hold on, that I got the list. Hold on, that I got the chat box so that it got mixed up. So the entire idea is that the majority of these lights, they are going to stay here pretty much until, let's say, Valentine time. There we are going to have this one during Carnival time, so the view is going to be for sure really spectacular. I can imagine what the price of an apartment would be. Let's say if you buy an apartment down to the area of the Arsenal, let's say something like 2 bedrooms, 1 kitchen, 1 dining room, 2 toilets, you might need 400, 500,000 euros. We're talking about a really simple apartment actually. But that one is only the starting point. From that time, you go all the way up to the top and you can go sky high. And I would say that if you would like to buy a palace along the Grand Canal, we are normally talking about anything between 26, 30, 40 millions euros. And you will be buying something that it might have few problems with the high tide. See, Bob, when you got the Aqua Alta with the reflections over the porticos, over the arches, and over the square, actually, the view is pretty amazing. Yeah, look at this angle. Let me see. Give me a second. At least I give you a full angle. Yeah, I definitely agree. We all need a palace. Yeah, if you're buying the palace, I will be the one taking your dog out if you need it, just in case. I'm not gonna take any chance of cleaning because palace, it means too many rooms to clean. No, thank you. As you can see, but normally if you can afford to have a palace, you should be having somebody that is going to clean for you. The view is pretty perfect. Let me try to give you even this one that we are, I need a second. But at least we got another little view overlooking the entire area. Let me try to avoid some people. But let me take you a little bit further up, that we're going to do a little bit of window shopping, or better we try to sneak into the Cafe Florian. We're going to see how it looks like. Let me tell you, with this kind of weather, the solutions are two: mullet wine that here in Italy we normally call it vin brûlé, hot wine with cinnamon, dried fruits, or otherwise hot chocolate with whipped cream. See, Manga, you're right. Normally, we don't come this far as a tourist, but especially as a local, you don't come to Piazza San Marco because it's too crowded, too many people, it's uncomfortable, and all these kind of things. Let me tell you, right now is probably the best spot to come in. Look how beautiful the atmosphere is. And of course, give me a second. It's 5 to 6. Think about that in 1 hour and a half. It's gonna be pretty much totally empty. So if it's not empty, extremely quiet. See, everybody's eating outside. Probably only the polar bears actually are able to eat outside. Oh, I'm really happy, Jonah, that this is your favorite place, actually. And as you can see, it is really magic at this time of the year. But especially during winter, I really like it because there's hardly anybody around, and that's the time that I really like it. Here we go. We're slowly having a little look at the Florian. This room is pretty empty. It's pretty full. Oh, here we got a party. Aha! Somebody's going to have a Christmas party. And as you can see, we got everything is ready. Look at the details that we got inside of the Cafe Florian. 300 years. No one here at the moment, and I believe that is booked for a private party. That's why that everything is totally set up, and that's why even this room is empty. So it's for sure a private event. That this is a Christmas party or something, actually. So it's really nice. Let me see with the zoom in if I can give you a better idea. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you can clearly see all the details right now. But think about that Floriano Francesconi 300 years ago when he opened up this place, everybody started to freak out and everybody fall in love with this cafeteria, of course. It's definitely so elegant, Cenotes Blue, I definitely agree. And so it's still, in my opinion, I don't say a must. I would definitely say that coming to the Florian, it's a full experience, actually, that in this way you will be enjoying the real atmosphere of the most elegant Venice, actually, that we would have ever had, actually. Oh, here we go. Give me a second that I give you this other idea. It's definitely elegant. I definitely agree with you. It's so nice. I shut up a second that so you can hear the bells. Go. Se ho fame, Nicole. Ho sempre fame io. È sempre l'ora giusta per mangiare qua. Come si dice, ogni lasciata è persa a vedere sta roba qua. È micidiale a sta ora poi. I assume the prices to eat there are elegant too. I would say super elegant. Yeah, Bob, just to give you a rough idea, uh, um, espresso, if you sit outside, maybe not now, but in the winter, not now in winter, but in summer, is around 8 euros. A cappuccino is 12 euros. But I give you another thing. Oh, give me a second. Next time you are in, let's say, not even low budget, but you want to pop in inside of the Cafe Florian and you want to feel the experience, but you are short of time, you don't want to stay there for a really long period of time, you enter into the main entrance, you keep going until the main counter, you stay on the left hand side. On the left hand side there's a corner that you can get an espresso standing, as all the Italians, for the aficionados, for the Italians lovers. You know that when the Italians go to the cafeteria, we stand, we zip the coffee and we go 2 seconds and it's done. If you're standing directly at the counter, the espresso is approximately 2 euros or something, and so that is really doable. Yeah, think about that. In a bar here in Italy at the moment is €1.10, €1.20, depends where you are going, normally standing at the counter. So you can definitely stand at the counter in the Cafe Florian, you just stay on the left hand side, and that is going to be another lovely experience. You delay the shower. That's what I need now, actually, that to warm up the hand. And it's a bit, I don't feel the finger anymore. It's definitely cold. Here we go. Now the view is really nice. Let me try to the zoom what is happening. Oh, the lights are way much better with this. I give you the view with this zoom, so you can get the full idea. But as you can see, it's still really quiet. It was a week or two ago that we were having a few problems with the high tide in the square, actually. If nothing is going to happen, we are expecting to have high tide on the 26th of December, so in a few days, the day after Christmas, actually. That is going to be interesting to see how we're going to deal with that. Anyway, since that the city is that empty, I don't think that is going to be a big deal. By the way, I give you another tip. If you're coming into Venice, and we were definitely mentioning that every time that you come here, the line to go to the basilica or to come into the square is really, 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 really long. Remember, you enter from the side, so from the left hand side, not from the entrance, but from the left hand side. Every night at 6:45 there's a mass, and you will be able to pop in. Normally there will be a guard, a bodyguard right at the entrance. You just tell them, hey, we would like to attend the mass, and at that point actually you will be able to pop in. You're going to have the short version of the mass because it's normally lasting approximately 20 minutes. Thank you, man. I'm going to buy gloves. Grazie. That is going to be a help. Grazie mille. So, provo a togliere il grandangolo, penso si veda meglio. Datemi un secondo. Ho levato tutto quanto, questo è il meglio che riesco a fare oggi, ma non ho cambiato niente. No, le impostazioni sono le solite. Sì, scusate, sorry guys that we are talking with the guys behind the button. Fatemi sapere, questa qua è la solita. Thank you Hazel, thank you. Fatemi sapere se questo qua ho levato tutto, ma è la solita inquadratura che abbiamo. Yeah, so definitely going back to the idea of the church, 6:45 every night from the side you can pop in to the church that is lasting 20 minutes. And that is going to be an amazing way to enjoy the entire basilica. Here we go. We got some lovely lights. Oh, little spoiler that on the distance you're going to see some lights. We're going to see it in a second. È tornato come prima, ok, perfetto. Sì, va a sapere cosa combina questo. Yeah, technology this week is not helping me much. I'm having few problems, but anyway, whatever. Zoom, not Zoom, gimbals, everything that is too shaky or whatever else. The full service is only 20 minutes. I can handle that much. See, Bob, I got the same problem actually. So 20 minutes is not bad. I can definitely handle the 20 minutes. You have to know that my grandfather, every time that he was attending the mass, he would have been standing right in front of the priest, and every time that he was going to see that the preach was going to be too long, he was hitting the stick on the floor. At that point, the priest knew that he had to make it short. And so, from I'm with Hazel, thank you for your tours. We have missed visiting Venice. David, thank you. I can imagine actually that you are missing to see Venice actually. I hope that everybody will be able to come back really soon actually. But let me take you back to the St. Mark's Square, that at least you can have a little look again, and slowly we're going to proceed to get to our Christmas tree. This year we need to see exactly how it looked like. So we were definitely mentioning, I believe that it was with you, Bob, that last year we would have had a big, massive Christmas tree made out of screens, and a lot of the locals, they were complaining because it looked like a bit too modern. So a lot of people, they didn't like it. I quite like it, especially the reflections with the high tide of all those monitors, all those screens. They were really pretty from my point of view. And since that this is pretty much the city of the Biennale, and the Biennale is the modern art exhibition that is on every 2 years, and next year, so 2022, we're going to have the Biennale again. From my point of view, it was quite interesting. So this year, as everybody was complaining, we went back to normality, to classical Christmas tree. And so it's a real tree with Christmas balls made out of glass, I pretty much believe. And the colors, let me see that if I can get away from the kiosks, that at least you can see. And definitely the colors, the most important colors this year is gold and red. Gold and red is definitely the color of the Venetian Republic. They were the colors of the Venetian Republic because it's a while that the Venetian Republic doesn't exist. It fell off with Napoleon at the end of the 1700s, but definitely the Venetian flag, if you go to Venice or if you check into Google, you're going to see that we got red and gold colors. Let me see, let's try to fit everything in. And that was and it's still really pretty actually. I really like it. So on the platform, on the bottom part, we got everything is in red, and the majority of all the decorations, they look like Christmas trees with stars and all these things. So definitely this year we got the Natale di Luce. Let me go this side, sorry that I show you from here. Natale, Christmas, Luce, light. Give me a second, that now I give you the full view, but definitely. See, Julie, let's say this year probably is a bit too quiet. Normally it's a bit more interesting during Christmas time. Here we go, Sonotus Blue. You are pretty much Venetian at this point. My Christmas tree, it's a bit different because we started with my wife and I many years ago. Oh, let me back up a second. And every time that we travel into a new place, we bought a little thing to stick into the Christmas tree. And so we might have a fridge magnet, we might have a shell from a specific bridge or from a specific beach or a specific spot, or we got a little thing that we booked it in a specific area and then we stick it into the Christmas tree. I don't know if the Christmas tree is happy, but this is pretty much the thing. And every year that we start the decorations, we're like, oh, we booked it. Oh, look at this one. We booked it when we were in Thailand. This one where we were in Cambodia. This one when we were in the States and all these things. And so it's a great way to remember where we have been and all these things. And it was great. And it's still great. And so we like it. But the right word for our Christmas tree is tacky. We are adding up, or at least we try to add it up, a new decoration every year. And believe it or not, the dog is not attacking the Christmas tree, which is even more important. And not even my son is not attacking the Christmas tree, which is even better. Here we go. But I give you another point of view. Give me a second. I need to turn around and let's do like this. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I need to come around. That's so I give you the point of view from the archways. Let me see how this one look like. Here we go. Without chairs, maybe that it might look nicer. There we go. That with the background of the Palazzo Ducale or the Doge's Palace. Without chairs is even better. Yeah, this view is quite incredible and nice, as you can tell. Just to give you an idea, last year the modern Christmas tree, it was right here. I don't know, there were the last Christmas tree, let's say the last one, it was super modern. The previous one, it looked like a pyramid, or better, a cone, and that one, it was really nice and pretty. If you're going to go through Google, hey, if you're going to go to check some drones view during Christmas, you can see Piazza San Marco totally flooded with that Christmas tree that it looked like a cone, and that was really nice and pretty. Let me try to go this way, that I give you another perspective. Yeah, again, as you can clearly see, it's quiet. Let's have a look. Yeah, you might have a few lights on the distance. Those really bright lights over there, that's the soccer stadium. Everybody's screaming and shouting. Yeah, the game that they are playing tonight is pretty important because Venezia is playing against Lazio. So the one that is the team that is from Roma. Yeah, like this is a pretty lovely view. Bob, I'm always getting the steps, and so it shouldn't be a problem. Let's say on the last few weeks I was mainly working from the office, but I'm refixing few things for the new season. But on the other hand, actually, once that you are coming into Venice, remember that you need to bring with you comfortable shoes, because that might be an issue and that might be a problem. We normally walk approximately anything between 18 kilometers a day. The more popular the channel gets, the more walking Igor does. Grazie Ricky. Thank you, Ricky, for supporting the channel. Grazie mille. Yeah, we should do a challenge at this point. If we hit 250,000 followers, I'm going to do a 20 kilometers tour. And let's see if I'm going to drop dead or anything similar. That might be interesting. You never know. Now that is pretty much the year of the channel, of the challenges, that can be interesting. Yeah, my wife was, when a couple of weeks ago, she booked a virtual challenge, and she done the Camino de Santiago virtually, and so she was definitely walking normal, but she definitely started from the Pyrenees mountains and she ended up in Santiago de Compostela virtually, directly from home. Well, we'll be with you for the whole 20 kilometers. Yeah, let's do something like that. I prepare myself. In October we're going to run the marathon, 42 kilometers. Yeah. No way, sorry. It's not something for me. Yeah, Nicole, she was saying if I'm hungry, I'm always hungry, and so probably a eating competition, a eating challenge is more interesting, sounds better to me. But let's go down to... Yeah, Anna, this is a problem actually, because the battery, it depends on the weather. I don't know exactly how long that is lasting. If it is too hot, something is happening. If it is too cold, something else is happening and lasting. And so normally it's not easy to know exactly how long that is going to last. So the food tour is definitely better, I believe. Here we go. Let me try to go on the side because the view from the bottom is more interesting. Hold on, let me have a look at the steps. Manga, no. I'm having problems when it's extremely cold, and the batteries, they are dropping dead in 45 minutes. When I done quite a lot of virtual tours from the gondola last January and February, and with the cold they were not lasting much, unfortunately. Here we go, the view of the Ponte Sospiri, the Bridge of Sights. That it was definitely the last chance for the guilty one to go from the Doge's Palace directly into the prisons. See, and I remember that you had the problem in Norway in winter, actually. No, I didn't do a battery swap actually tonight. Give me a sec, I put the finger in front. Let's say that the gimbal, the thing that is holding the phone, it's a bit warmer and probably is keeping the battery a bit... Bonsoir, ciao Nathalie, bonsoir. It's probably keeping the phone slightly warmer. Ciao Bishop, leader there, benefits, happy holidays, happy Christmas. Really happy that you're having fun and you're enjoying Venice. Oh, let me give you this view because I didn't give you yet. I need to reach the top. Oop. Here we go. Let me see if with the zoom you can see slightly better. Oh, we're right. No. Yeah, a bit better. I don't know if it is good, Bob. I hope so. At least we're going to have a little laugh. go. Give me a second. We try to go down to the other side, and we try to see how the lights they are going to be on the other side. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for your nice words. Really much appreciated. Grazie mille. Definitely on the distance. I hope that many of you will be able to come next year, actually. So let me see. Fords, if you're coming next May, that might be really nice. For what? Because that's pretty much the time that we got all the wisterias that are going to be in blossom, and that might be really cool. That is something that I really like it. This is this picture. Oh, hold on, give me a second. Let's put this one. Even this angle with the Christmas tree that is right there, I really like it. Oh, let me see. If you need to go with a screenshot, that is a quite good one. See, Fords, I definitely agree with you. Rock, Bangkok, lucky you, what a place actually. And yeah, May, it's a great time. It might be a problem in bracket if you got students around. And that might be a bit too crazy busy. Other than that, actually, May is great. I definitely agree with you. Let me try to stand in a second, that at least you can enjoy the Christmas tree from this angle, from this point of view. That is nice. Here we go. Oh, now I'm stopping. Ciao Ceci! Saludos! Let me try to read off of some of the planks. Yeah, this one I definitely agree, it's pretty spectacular, it's really nice. Bellissimo, sì, siamo proprio fortunati. Un po' freddillo, ma it's a bit chilly right now. Crystal, what you should be expecting in late June? Hot heat waves. I don't know if we're going to have 80, 85 or 90 degrees, but normally June it might be a little bit hot. So let's have a look. But happy holidays to all of you. Auguri, auguri, auguri. Ciao a tutti. Buonasera, buon Natale, buone feste. Happy holidays. And so on the other hand, and so ending up to answer. Oh, here we go. Look at the view with the entire archway. That is totally empty. We got only the waiter there. On the other hand, actually, June is normally pretty good. This June it was doable, acceptable, nice, and it wasn't super crazy busy actually. Before the COVID, normally June is extremely crazy busy. This year, at this real moment, I got no idea about what is going to happen actually, unfortunately. But I believe that none of us knows exactly what is going to happen. Sorry. And so let's have a look. We try to go a little bit further up. Another thing, since that many of you are not coming to Venezia, to Venice for a pretty long period of time, next time that you are coming this way, remember to visit the gardens that are going to be on the right hand side, the Giardini Reale, the Royal Gardens. Yeah, since we didn't finish yet, we are keep going until that the battery is lasting. But definitely I would say thank you to all of you for following on our channel. Actually, that is definitely thanks to all of you that we are able to show you the beauties of Italy, including Firenze, Florence, and Rome, and these incredible spots. Actually, thank you for your support and thank you for your economic help. That so in this way we can pay the electricity, the water supply, and so definitely really much appreciated, and grazie mille, grazie, grazie, grazie. And so you will see anyway that the next we got new tours arriving, because I will be taking you to Treviso in a few days. I will be taking you into Padova in few weeks actually, and so stay connected. That right after Christmas we're going to discover the city where I live, and so Treviso, a lovely spot with water, and we're going to discover the city of Padua with one of the oldest university, which is one of the oldest university city that we got in Italy, the Tibecco 1222. My pleasure. But and so definitely fa freddo à Venezia, à Parigi molto freddo. Gilet, tout à fait ici il fait froid aujourd'hui. Je pense que même à Paris il y a le vent qu'il est froid. On verra. Malheureusement il fait un petit peu froid. Allora, ecco qua. Quindi, and so next time that you are coming this way, make sure that you are going to visit these lovely pavilions actually, that is like a winter garden, and it's gonna be really nice to enjoy. Here we go. Give me a second, up the steps, just to give you an idea. Grazie for all the wishes, grazie mille to all of you. And just to give you an idea, when we got to Piazza San Marco, we were arriving directly from that alley right there, and then we pop into Piazza San Marco that way. So just to give you an idea, at this real moment we will be standing in front of the Cafe Florian. Hi from Peru. Ciao Leslie. That is great. Nice Peru. And that's pretty much the idea. And so the same Harry's Bar, the same Cipriani that it might be in Wall Street, here that's where we got the original one actually. And this is the other milestone that we got right here in Venice. That's pretty much where they invented the Bellini, and so the Prosecco wine with fresh peaches mixed up together. And we got the Church of the Salute. So 1 month ago actually we were doing the live tour directly right opposite to us, directly from the Church of St. Mary of the Elf, Santa Maria della Salute. Ford's greetings from sunny and warm Florida. This is not nice. It's not fair. The last time that I was in Florida, I've been hit by a kind of tornado, hurricane. It was extremely cold and windy, and all the oranges and the lemons, they were all frozen. And that was this time of the year actually. So it's okay. So we had a great time, because that time we were definitely driving from Houston all the way down to the Keys. So from Texas to Florida, all the way to the bottom. So think about that this area for us is pretty much like it can be the Fifth Avenue. This is pretty much the most important shopping spot, shopping area with all the big brands. And Tiffany just opened up right here on our left hand side, actually really recently. Yeah, as you can see, we're slowly starting to have some more people, endly. Yeah, let's say that this year is definitely a classic, lovely, quiet Christmas. So at this real moment, what we are expecting mainly to have Christmas with the family, including New Year's Eve. So they pretty much, before your questions, they pretty much cancel all the New Year's Eve celebrations, no fireworks, no these things. And so we're going to be quiet at home. Ciao Lyudmila, ciao Ukraine. Yeah, you can clearly see that the atmosphere is definitely changing. Here we go for all our ladies that love high heels. A little glimpse of the Jimmy Choo. Sex in the City, that at least that is coming back. Ciao Nicole, ciao, grazie mille. Hold on, as we try to continue that. So this is definitely the road that is linking Piazza San Marco to the Accademia Bridge. Ciao Peter, thank you, thank you, thank you. If I'm missing some messages, thank you to all of you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Hope that you are all gonna be good, great. Sorry that even the brain is getting frozen. Even if it's not frozen, it's not working much, but it's a different story. Here we go. Oh, we got some Christmas tree at the end. That, as I told you, it's a quiet Christmas, this one, as you can clearly see. But the thing that is not a good sign is the plank right in front of the Bauer, or the Hotel Bauer. So this one, it's an area that is normally extremely with high tide, and so having this one right here, it might be a big problem. And yeah, before that we were discussing about how low the water is. You can clearly see. Here we go. Let me see. That is normal, the normal level that we're normally having. So it's a kind of a problematic situation. Hold on. So we are continuing our walk. Let's see if we're gonna make it with the battery and everything to the Accademia Bridge. Let's have a look. Yeah, the majority, I just starting to have a look, but the majority of the gondoliers, they are slowly all going home. Ci fai vedere qualche vetrina? Sì, sì, give me a second. Give me a second. We go. Johnny Tacci, che qua bisogna stare attenti. Yeah, that might be a problem, that everybody's worried that they're not gonna fall into the water. That might be an option. Let's say I was a bit worried. Let's say Sunday. Sunday was a bit too humid, and the marble was extremely slippery, and so I was really afraid of falling off of the bridges, and that would have been painful and hurtful. By the way, if you was watching the news, actually, You might have seen that at this real moment they are talking about of replacing all the steps of the Calatravas Bridge, of the Constitutional Bridge, which is the bridge that is linking Piazzale Roma to the train station. And the entire idea is because all the steps, they are definitely made out of glass, and Saturday and Sunday they were killers. According with what I'm reading, they are going to spend approximately 650,000 euros to replace all the steps of the new bridge that they inaugurated in 2008. Our pleasure. I really hope that you are. That I'm really happy that you love our channel, and really happy that you are having fun with our live stream. That at least you can see exactly what is happening. Here we go. This is a classical window. So we are standing right in front of Dolce & Gabbana, and every time that Christmas is coming, they show up all the cannoli and all the incredible pastries that they make it in Sicily, of course. Here we go. Look at the ceiling of this shop. It used to be a bank until not long ago, and then he has been converted into a shop, and so that is really amazing. Yeah, you have to know that on the last catwalks that Dolce Gabbana, they sorry for the reflection. Here we go, way better. Even the chandelier, that one is original from Murano, but all the artisans that they were working to produce all the costumes and the pret-a-porter for the catwalks in Piazza San Marco, they were using the fabrics that has been produced here in Venice by the Tessitura Bevilacqua, and they done an amazing job actually. Merci à tout le monde, bonne fête. Danke. Schönes Weihnacht. Fröhlich Weihnacht. And here we go. Nice. So pretty much got all the tuxedos and all the clothes for New Year's Eve pretty much ready. I don't know how many parties that will be taking place, but let's have a look. Oui, merci à tout le monde, bonne fête à tout le monde, buone feste a tutti. Speriamo di passarle tutte bene. Sì, siamo nelle rush hours, come vedete c'è super traffico oggi a Venezia. Yeah, absolutely rush hours, as you can see, it's crazy busy. Here we go, the other classic New Year's Eve that we got, Giorgio Armani, of course. Super elegant and posh. But let's say I was inside of the Tea Fondaco this early morning, and even ciao Nina, grazie mille, thank you Nina, thank you very much. And everything was extremely quiet. I mean, literally in these shops you hardly see people. We got all the art galleries. Yeah, for those of you that they got connected pretty much on the last few minutes, just to remind you some numbers of the city. And so we are talking about bookings and how busy Venice is. And so at this real moment, we are having 26% of the city that rooms are booked. Tomorrow, we are talking about bookings of the hotels. 26% today, 22 tomorrow, 25th Christmas time. We got 26th of December 31%, the 27th of December 40%, the 28th 44%, 29th of December 43%, the 31st we're talking about 62%. So it's really, really, really quiet. No, not many people in the street, not many people sleeping in Venice. This is the fabrics that we were talking about, this one we were talking about for Tuni. Ciao a tutti, buonasera a tutti. But let's say that the Fortuny Fabrics Factory is based in the Bedeck Island, that is right opposite to Piazza San Marco, basically. And then you got Tessitori Bevilacqua, that they are not far from the train station, that they do an amazing job. Fino al 26 il periodo migliore per venire a Venezia se vi piace la tranquillità e l'esclusività. Yeah, until the 26th of December is the best time to come to Venice this year because it's quiet, lovely, peaceful, and you might have some great deals. I show you even this one. They are prescription glasses, and those are really nice and pretty. And so they are all totally handmade by the local artisans, and they got some really incredible shapes actually. As you can see, they are cutting the shape of the lenses. But every year that there's, those are quite interesting because they look like leaves. I know that it's difficult to see those, or sometimes actually they use the branches of Verderana, or they use the branches of the wine trees. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Buon Natale, Buon Noel. See, definitely we are really looking forward to have you all here in Venice, back again actually. So where everybody is pretty much waiting that specific moment. Ciao ciao a tutti, buonasera, ben arrivati. And so just for the one that they just got connected, think about that at this real moment we are on the way from Piazza San Marco, from St. Mark's Square down to the Accademia Bridge. For those of you that are following our channel, you probably remember that it was the 21st of around the 21st of November that we were doing our live walk this way. So we crossed the artificial bridge to go to the Church of St. Mary of the Health, Santa Maria della Salute. Oh, Argentina, ciao Argentina, bellissimo, voi sì che siete, va, spettacolo, bel paese. L'ultima volta sono finito, allora, siamo partiti dall'Italia, siamo finiti a Buenos Aires siamo finiti a Ushuaia, fin del mondo, siamo andati a Punta Arenas, Puerto Natale, siamo andati al Calafate, siamo andati all'isola di Pasqua, siamo andati a Santiago del Cile, quindi siamo andati tra Argentina e Cile, Salar de Uyuni, siamo finiti in Bolivia, fenomenale, spettacolare. Ecco qua. Here we go, that the lights are going to be less and less, and let's have a look how it will be in a second on the other side. Let's see if the signal is going to keep. Yeah, pretty much everybody's holding a glass with a hot chocolate or a hot coffee to keep the hands warm at least. Hold on. Look at this. I show you the gasoline of Venice. Oh, thank you. That it will be great joining you in Cordoba. Here we go. This is pretty much the gasoline on the island. This one is the Poli Distillery that is situated in Bassano del Grappa, and so definitely if you love the Grappa, the fire water, once that you are coming into Veneto, having a little trip that is going to take you down to Bassano del Grappa for the schnapps for the Grappa, or going into Asolo, Valdobbiadene, and those areas for the Prosecco, that might be a really interesting side trip beside of Venice. So come, here we go. You remember that we were talking about that we got an extremely low tide. Let me see if I can show you, because the light is not good here. This one is normally one of the lowest canal. Hold on, stay there a second, that I try to give you a little bit of light with the other phone. Look, let me see if you, no, it's not good. Let me see if I can do something different. Oh, here we go. Maybe here with the light of the restaurant. Give me a second. Ooh, poo, poo. And so this is all mud, and we got probably 10 centimeters of water right there. There's this much. That's it. It's totally dry. So this canal for sure we cannot sail. Bob, I know, don't spoil anything. That is here, we got this mix of stars and bowls over the canal in Treviso. And so, a little spoiler for the next episode. Did I just see wine? Beth, here, anytime that you turn around, you are going to see wine all the time, actually. If it's not wine, it's grappa. I told you, it's pretty much the gasoline of the entire spot. Let's have a look. Ciao, thank you to all of you for the one that attended the tour with us, that they need to go. Grazie mille, buone feste, buon Natale, happy holidays. Thank you very much for joining tonight. So right now, we're slowly trying to go to Campo Santo Stefano, and let's see how much lights that we're going to have in that area. As I told you, it's a kind of really quiet Christmas compared to Roma or Firenze, Rome or Florence. There we go, back to lights. From here we might be able to see how low the canal can be. Let's see if we got some extra illuminations over the canal. So here we go. It's quite low. There's, I would say, a meter and 10 missing. There we go. That we are right in Campo Santo Stefano. Right now, slowly, we're going to reach the Ponte dell'Accademia, and pretty much from there, we're going to say bye-bye. From there, at least, we're going to have the 360 degrees view of the entire situation over the Grand Canal. But let's say the majority of the people that you hear walking around at this real moment is French, as far as I hear. No German, no Austrians, few Americans, and that's about it. And then of course Italians from different parts of Italy, but other than that it's quiet. See, here we go. That from the room of all the buttons, they are definitely saying that we are right in Campo Santo Stefano. We are right in the Chiesa of San Vidal, that the interpreti veneziani they are normally playing, and you might hear some of our soundtracks here and there in our web channel. This is another pretty spot because the flower shop that is normally right at this corner is always extremely nice and lovely. Tartini. Here we go. We got our little flower shop, as you can see. And we got almost it's a shop that they sell flowers that is right in Canareggio, that is called Laguna Fiorita, and that one is really nice and pretty actually. That is definitely a shop where you can buy vases of flowers and all these things. Here we go. We are right at the footstep of the Accademia Bridge. So built it up almost 100 years ago as a temporary bridge. Since that we are Italians, it's still a temporary bridge. It got burned twice on the last few years because it's all in wood, and somebody that was smoking, they threw the cigarette butts on the floor and fire, and so at that point we had several problems. So it has been totally being renovated, and they've done a big massive job. Here we go. Let's have a look from the top how clear the view can be. Definitely is less chilly and cold compared to the area of Piazza San Marco. Here we go, that right in front of us we got the Church of the Salute. We are pretty much standing right opposite to the entire area of the Guggenheim Museum and so on. And so before ending up with view, I would definitely say thank you to all of you for following our walk around Venice. At least you saw the illuminations that we had in Rialto Bridge and in Piazza San Marco. Grazie mille to all of you for following our channel. Love You Venice, that we are pretty much the only one that are showing you exactly what is happening every day in the area of Venice. Stay tuned because we got definitely a new tiro il fiato perché dopo il ponte definitely stay tuned because we're going to have new videos, new tours that are coming up. Grazie mille again, happy holidays, arrivederci, buon Natale a tutti e alla prossima. Ciao, grazie, arrivederci.